Hi friends, we are playing Kamigami Battles, Rise of the Old Ones, the base expansion. Well, standalone. You can add this to other Kamigami battles if you have it, or play it by itself. Begin. Each player gets 2 god cards at random, and then we're going to draft locations. So these are like our Vanguard or Avatar cards, if you're familiar with like Magic the Gathering. They can only use locations that have the corresponding icon in it. So both of mine could use the sun. Both of mine could use that cross swords. This one could use the moon, and this one could use a skull. And so now we're going to draft locations. If you want to pick yours first. So we're drafting the locations, and after we both have 3, we're going to choose one god and one location to actually play with. And so I'll just show you the ones that I have so far. Eyes Amongst the Stars. I can banish a warrior to gain 2 energy on it, or I can pay 1 energy to look at an opponent's hand. If they have 4 or more cards in their hand, they must discard one of my choice. The other one is Azoth. Reincarnate 1 warrior from your hand, take 1 warrior from the Hall of Heroes with the same cost or less, and put it in your discard pile. React, pay 1 during an attack. The attacker must discard 1 warrior from their hand, or you may change the target to any god, including the attacker's god. So it seems powerful.
I have a question.
Of course.
Why would this, generally speaking, acts would be positive? What would you like? Why would I want to act on that?
Discard a warrior from your hand to remove an energy from a god or a location.
So that doesn't mean it would have
You could remove it from my god.
Okay.
By just discarding a card from your hand to take 1 of my life points away from my god.
Okay, that's what I couldn't understand. If it was just mine or any of them.
Yeah, it says right on it, a god.
Oh, it just says 1.
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't say your.
Right.
So right now, we just got to draft the locations. You can choose first.
Okay. Oh, they go up here too.
All right, I'll get this one. All right, your pick. Your pick. All right, and now choose a god and location. So the location has to match one of the 3 icons on the god.
Not going to use these.
All right, so this game is going to be Azoth with Innsmouth, When your god loses, gain 1 here. You may activate this once a turn, or you may pay 2. Blue creatures get attack 2. And yours are, I'm just going to show them. Atlatch Nacha. Discard a warrior, remove 1 from a god or location. Discard a Decipher from your hand plus 2 defense. You may activate this only once per attack. And Stern Valley, that's the one where you, whenever you get a warrior, you can put an energy here or pay 2 from here to put 2 on your god.
Hi.
All right, so each player starts off with the same 10 cards. You're going to get 8 cultists and 2 servitors. I believe the actual rule is you get 8 Decipher 1 cards and 2 Decipher 3 cards if you're, because you might have expansions that switch out the cards that you're playing with. And you start off with 5 cards in your hand. And you can go first. All right, so you can go first.
Okay. For cultists, I'm going to take this.
All right, my turn. 5 cultists. Get Shoggoth. Your turn.
And for cultist.
So, if you're not familiar with the game, turn order is beginning of turn step, where you do anything that references the beginning of the turn. And then it's the play phase. You can play your cards. You can play as many disciples a turn as you want. However, actual cards have a limit. So, for instance, this card I just bought, it's a red card. And after you play it, you can chain it into either a green or a blue card. So it's only the disciples. You can play as many of in a turn as you want, which are these 3 cards up there. These are the artifacts, and then this is the Hall of Heroes. You're set for your turn?
Mm-hmm.
And you added your counter?
Yep.
All right, so 3 to get Mary Mark. And there's another one of her, apparently. And it's going to be your turn.
Okay. I have 5.
All right, so my turn. After you draw your cards, I'm going to try to attack you for 3. It's the Shoggoth. If you play a card against it, it gets +1 attack.
sorry, how many is it for again?
For 3.
I have defense for 2.
So then it goes to attack a 4, and you take 2.
Why is that?
Because the card says on it, if you play a card, it gets a bonus power.
Oh, okay. So I take off 2?
Yep.
Okay.
And then for the rest of my turn, play 3 cultists. And I'll get a high priest. And then discard, draw my new hand, and your turn.
Okay. I'm going to put down this persistent artifact.
So that is the green stone idol. You can discard a disciple to put an energy on it, or you can banish the artifact itself and remove the energy counters to deal damage to a god equal to the number of counters.
Okay. So I have this one. It says add 1 energy to any god. Okay. And then I have 2 cultists and
So, move back a couple things. You can't play the Shambler this turn because you played this. When the rules about playing cards that aren't disciples are, you can only chain it into something of the 2 colors next to it. So you would only be able to play a blue card or a green
but I'm
card.
not. I thought that's not an act. It's just.
You play when you play the card from your hand.
But I haven't played it. I
You
just put it
played
down there.
That's called playing a card.
Okay.
So you took it from your hand and you put it into play. So you wouldn't be able to play the dimensional Shambler.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll take off.
Oh, just this turn. Yep. You can still play the 2 cultists afterwards. And then you can also put a counter on this the turn you play it.
I don't know what that means.
See where it says action, put a counter on it?
Like act on it?
Action.
Okay.
There are 2 different actions you can take. The first one says put a counter on it. So it says discard a disciple if you want to put a counter on it. So you can choose to, you don't have to, you can choose to discard a disciple to put a counter on it.
Right. I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you get 1 energy on that.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay. So, your turn?
All right. Wait for you to draw your hand. I'll play Mary Mark. It says choose a player to discard 1 random card from their hand if they have 4 or more cards in their hand. So I'll choose you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're discarding a card at random.
You pick it?
It's just at random.
Oh.
And then 3 cultists to get a high priest. And then discard your turn. Draw, shuffle, and draw.
Okay. So I'll do act on this to search my deck for an artifact card. Put it on the top. And then I'm going to attack for 5.
So I'll pay 1 energy for the reaction on my god, it says the attacker must discard one warrior from their hand, or I may change the target of the attack.
Or what may change the target?
I can change it so that you're attacking yourself.
What do I have to do to prevent that again?
You'd have to discard a warrior card from your hand. Warrior cards are these cards.
So I intend to, but I can't.
So then you take the 5 damage.
Okay.
Anything else?
2 cultists. I will. Okay.
What are you doing over there? Doggo. Acting very suspiciously.
Hey, BB.
Alright, so my turn. 5 cultists. I'll get a Sithonian for myself as well. It's the one that says attack 5. And it's gonna be your turn.
Okay. All right. So now, so add 1 to any god. Okay. And then this one is gain 1 to your god.
So you wouldn't be able to play that because you can only play a red card after the Shambler.
Okay, well.
But if you play it the other way around.
But okay, so I'll know
So
for
you can
next time.
put the counter, So it's just, this is the game where the order matters. The other deck builders we've been playing recently, like Tanto Kiri, it doesn't matter the order you play cards. And then Legendary doesn't matter the order you play cards. But this one, it's you have to look through and try to order them. Anything else this turn?
So I have 2 cultists. And this.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
All right, so just waiting for you to shuffle and draw because my card of the turn, Mary Mark, Thief. Choose a player to discard 1 card from their hand if they have 4 more cards. So choose you.
Oh, they're all the same.
Well, so I understand because we're playing casually, but like if you were playing with a group of people, you wouldn't want to show them. Or like if you and I were being competitive with each other, you wouldn't want me to know that you had nothing in your hand.
Yeah, because
it might alter the way I play.
Obviously, because you could still be thinking that
You have a defensive card.
right.
Or
I'm
something.
aware of that.
So just
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. But it's early game, so I mean, 2 cultists and a high priest, so 4 to get elder things. And it's your turn. discard.
Okay, so I have 4. I'll do a high priest, and then I'm going to disregard 1 disciple from your hand to add 1 to this artifact.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
So, Elder Things, it says discard any number of cards from my hand. I'll discard 1. Draw 1 for each card. Well, whatever. Then I'll play Shoggoth. It's the one that's attack for 3. And then for every card you play, it gets +1 attack.
React for 2.
So you'll end up taking 2.
Okay.
And then Cultist and High Priest, so 2. I'll get another Cultist, discard, draw for the turn, and it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack for 5.
I lose 5, and then, actually no, I don't lose 5. I'll pay the 1. The attacker must discard a warrior from their hand, or you may change the target of the attack.
I don't have.
So then you take 5 damage.
Okay. And then I have 3 cultists. I will take this one and then discard 1 disciple to put 1 on here. Okay, your turn.
Do you not want to use...
Wait. So I would also like to act on
You can either put a counter on it because you bought something, or move 2 over.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Move 2 over.
Alright, so for my turn, try to attack you for 5. I'm trying to attack you for 5. Let's see if you have anything to defend with. Prevent 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 1. And then I'll play 4 cultists to get a cultist and another cultist. And it's your turn.
So I will gain 1 to my god, and then I'll add 1 to my god, and then I have 1 cultist, so I will discard that and then add 1 to here. Then I'll take 2 from here to put 2 to here. Okay, your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna wait for you to draw your hand because it's the card that makes you discard 1 at random.
Okay.
And then I will do 3 cultists, high priest for 6. And I'll get Professor Paula Pierce. That's a double. Your turn.
I have 4 cultists. And I will do a high priest. Nope, I had 4. So, high priest. Well, do I want? Yeah. And then one of them to put on here.
Yep. Alright, so for my turn, when you draw your hand, the card that attacks for 3, and if you play a defensive card, it gets +1. Shoggoth. Alright, so you take 1.
Okay.
3 cultists, high priest, so that's 6. Get the officer, and then get Samantha, and it's your turn.
Okay, I have 3 cultists. That's your turn. Oh no, I don't know why that's in there.
Alright, I just have 4 cultists this turn. So I got the card that does damage. And it's your turn.
Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Can't use that one. Have to do it in this order. Okay. So this one, I gain 1. God. And then, oh, when I purchased or bought that one, I didn't put one.
It's one or the other. You can either move the tokens over or get a token.
Oh.
So it's either you can, when you buy a warrior, put a token on this, or you can move 2 tokens over, and I believe you moved 2 tokens over last turn.
Yeah, but I still can't.
It's one or the other.
Can I do all 3?
What do you mean? What?
All 3
What 3?
actions and
What's the one that you're trying to do?
1, 2, 3. Can
What's
I
this
do
one? Oh, you're discarding a warrior from your hand to what?
Okay, never mind. Did you take off that one?
Yes, the one.
Okay, I understand. Okay, got it. Because I can't do the react and act
On the same
this.
turn.
Yeah. Thought you were pointing to this one and this one. I was
No,
very
it's all
confused.
good.
Okay.
So that's why, I mean, that's what it makes you think about, okay, well, the turn that you're not going to gain, maybe discard the card.
Yeah, I did that.
To the other one.
You're messing me up. So that's fine right now.
Yep.
Right? Okay. I didn't understand how I
You moved them over twice. It starts off with 5 tokens and you've moved 4 tokens over.
Oh, because, okay, then I have, no, because it says when I purchase a warrior, I'm supposed to gain.
But you can't do both in the same.
I understand that. You've already told me that. That was for the last turn. I'm talking to myself in general. So this, I think this is...
Yep, you can chain that. Because it has the
Right.
little yellow to yellow. And then you can play a red card.
And then attack for 5.
So I'll remove 1 energy from my god to make it attack you for 5 unless you discard a warrior.
Oh, because I have 1 in my hand. So this one.
So I wouldn't know that. So then I still take the 5 damage. That was in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know like for you visually it's better to put this stuff all down. So I take all 6. 1 from myself and 5 from that.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that was... Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, so Paula Pierce says I draw 2. Now I gotta wait for you to draw your hand. The card that makes you discard at random. And then other things says discard any number to draw that many. So discard 1 to draw 1. And then Sithonian on you, try to attack you for 5.
For 5?
Yep.
I'm going to discard a disciple, so that gives me 2 for defense. So it'll be
What
3.
does it say that?
Discard a disciple from your hand. 2 defense.
Okay. So then yes, you would take 3.
Okay.
Then 2 cultists and a priest, so I have 4. And I'll get the Dimensional Shambler, and it's your turn.
Alright, I gain 1 on my god. And I have now 2 cultists. I will buy 8 cultists. And I will take 2 here.
So your location is gone.
Oh, wait. I don't want to do that then.
Okay.
Because I already discarded this. Okay, so it's your turn.
5 cultists. I'll get GG. And it's your turn.
Okay. going to discard a warrior from my hand, so that removes an energy from you.
Okay.
And then I will I'll add 1 to any god, and then I will attack for 5.
So I'll remove 1 to try to have it directed at you for 5. It says you have to discard a warrior,
I can't.
and if you don't, then you take 5.
I don't have any left. So I will discard this disciple for 2 for defense.
Okay, so you take 3.
Or I could have just put no. Alright, 3.
Yep.
And then I just have 1 cultist. So
Do you see how you can win?
I will. How I can win?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't read through all my options.
Do you want me to tell you? Oh, wow, yawn.
Yeah.
If you discard that disciple to the idol, you'll have 5 tokens on it.
But
And
there's only 4 though.
I said if you discard your disciple to the idol, you'll have 5 tokens on it, and then next turn you just throw the idol at me.
Right, the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought you meant this round.
No, just mean in general.
No,
Like,
that's was
instead
my
of,
plan.
Instead of playing it,
Well, I can't
discard
do
it.
Yeah, so that's why I was going to discard it. That's why I couldn't. I had already discarded that one for that one. But yeah, it would potentially be the next round. Not necessarily.
So instead of playing the cultist, discard the cultist to
Yes.
the idol.
Yeah.
So I have 1 turn to try to deal 6 damage to you, and it's not happening because all I got are cultists. So good game.
Are we going to finish it out?
Well, okay. Your turn.
I am going to discard a disciple. Oh, no, I could just act on that. and do
Right,
it
that's
now.
why I said good game.
Okay.
So if you
I thought
enjoy
for-
content like this, hit the follow, subscribe, share, all those things people tell you to do. But basically the easiest free way to support our channel is simply to be following everywhere that you use. There's an affiliate link to the game, but no pressure. And more about making friends and hanging out. What were you going to say about the game?
I thought for sure you were going to win because of that ability you had with your god.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like a GG card, but you can use it every single time.
Right. But so the thing about that is you can play around it. You know that I have
Right.
that ability. And all you have to do is discard a warrior. So to play around
Right.
it, don't even attack me unless you have another warrior in your hand. to
Yeah, I
discard.
realized that. Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, it doesn't make sense to do the attacks for 2 to only do the attacks for 5 that matter. All right, so that was Azathoth versus Atlatch Nakra. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.